Hi, I'm Brian.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
I'm Nathan.
Andrew.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Jennifer.
Imagine looking at a satellite image of Earth and actually being able to see huge stacks of clothing on our planet from space. It seems far-fetched and maybe something out of the film WALL-E, but unfortunately it is our reality in the world we live in today. Satellite images from space show the Chilean deserts covered in mountains made entirely of clothing. Fashion has a waste problem, there's no way around it. The clothing is not built sustainably, there is no responsible recycling program being implemented on a wide scale, and fast fashion and social media has made overconsumption more normal than ever. However, there are ways to get back on the path of sustainability and save our planet from becoming covered in mountains of clothes. To start with, let's dive into the problem as a whole. Each year, the world produces more than 92 million tons of textile waste. To put this in perspective, that's about one garbage truck dumped per day, or per second. This mass dumping of textiles has caused our landfills to overflow and our pollution to spread out. The Chilean desert sees about 39,000 tons of this waste annually, creating what is now known as the Great Fashion Garbage Patch, which is what we can see from space. The dumping of textiles affects local communities and climate change. This clothing releases toxic dyes, microplastics, and methane into the ground and through the air. The cause stems from several aspects, including production, consumption, and misconceptions of the recycling process. A large majority of waste is being dumped is made of synthetic materials. These products include polyester and nylon, which can take 20 to 200 years to break down. Synthetic materials are popular to be used by fast fashion brands like Shein and Temu because they are cheap to produce, but this is at the sacrifice of quality. With how easy they rip and fall apart, they're not good for many wearers and end up in landfills quicker than other clothes. On the consumption side, fast fashion and social media has normalized purchasing cheap, poor quality clothes at the sake of quickly changing fashion trends. Due to most people not having convenient or affordable access to alteration or repair services, many damaged clothes are thrown out and placed in landfills quickly. When it comes to donating clothes, there are many misconceptions of the process. Charity shops get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of clothes they get, so if the items are damaged in any way, they get exported to other countries or sent to recycling plants. When the items are exported to other countries, they are often too damaged to be worn. These countries are sent an overwhelming amount of clothes. For example, Ghana receives 15 million garments per week, only half of which is usable. This has overwhelmed these countries' local waste systems. The solution lies in a total system change between the producer, consumer, and government. We've all heard reduce, reuse, recycle. Many of us have been taught that growing up as children. These are 3 ways we as a consumer can contribute to sustainability. However, that is not enough to change our current trajectory. We must hold our governments and corporations accountable. As Dr. Hakan Kurosman believes, green marketing and material changes are not enough to make the change we need. Sustainability needs to have a place throughout all aspects of fashion operations. Brands need to invest in cleaner technologies. They need to move away from a linear design of take, make, dispose to a circular design of produce, reuse, recycle, reform. Also, brands should be investing ethically into the communities they are sourcing from. The government should also actively be seeking policies that they can create to hold producers responsible. A good example of this was Governor Newsom passing the Responsible Textile Recovery Act of 2024. This was a step in the right direction to see legislation that can help the environment in the midst of the fashion crisis. Finally, as a consumer, we can demand better. We need to research the brands we buy from, keeping an eye on the materials they use. We need to boycott brands like Shein and Temu altogether, and I encourage you to share with your friends what you now know about these fast fashion brands to discourage friends and family from purchasing from them. We can also reduce the amount that we buy. To see longevity in your clothes, make sure to look for wool, cotton, and hemp. Shopping secondhand can also help reduce the amount being exported overseas. Upcycling, if you're crafty, is a great way to take secondhand products and make them into something new. In summary, fashion's waste problem is directly affecting climate change and our planet's pollution. The way products are produced is to prioritize costs over longevity, leading to clothes being dumped in landfills quicker than ever. Governments around the world have not done their duty to protect our planet from predatory corporate behaviors. The solution is insight, and we all must advocate for change. So as a fellow consumer, I encourage you to shop sustainably, reduce, reuse, recycle, and upcycle, monitor the materials of clothing you buy, and share with friends and family the effects that brands like Temu and Shein have on our planet. Many are unaware, and with education, change will be more likely. Okay.
No, I was just gonna say anything.